The Coyote Twin, Vermilion's downtown theater. Providing entertainment Thursdays through Sundays.
Tonight, Vermilion High School's show choir group wraps up their season.
We'll have that and more coming up. Coyote News starts right now.
Live from the Al Newharth Media Center, this is Coyote News.
Welcome to Coyote News. I'm Kylie Moore.
And I'm Sydney Colon. We'll also hear about a local organization planning a trip to Germany, but first. It was recently announced that Laura McNaughton, Chief of Staff and Director of Government Relations in the Office of the President, will be leaving USD to pursue a new opportunity in Sioux Falls. McNaughton has been with USD since 2011. The university is now looking for a new Director of External Operations. A send-off was held for McNaughton earlier today in the Muck Pit.
A No Kings March is scheduled this weekend in Vermilion. The march starts at the old ice rink and ends at Radigan Platz. Anyone interested in participating can meet at the corner of East Cherry and North Pine Street Saturday night at 5 o'clock. In state news, House Bill 1082 is close to being signed into law. This bill would use state money to help families whose students qualify for reduced-priced meals under federal income guidelines. Families in the meal program are expected to pay 30 cents for breakfast and 40 cents for lunch. The federal government would pay for the rest. The bill is waiting to be signed by Governor Larry Roden.
One bill that was recently signed by the governor was Senate Bill 102. The bill removes a cap that limited how much gaming revenue can be collected by Deadwood in western South Dakota. City officials say the increased revenue would help fund future projects in the city. Another bill that was passed by the legislature and signed by Roden could give cities the opportunity to collect a temporary 1% sales tax to be used on specific projects. House Bill 1245 would allow cities to pay for a project right away instead of paying millions in interest later. The tax would have a limit of 5 years. The new law requires 60% of voter support to pass.
Vermilion High School's show choir group, Rhythm in Red, wrapped up its competitive season last Saturday. The 45-member group traveled across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa this year. Rhythm in Red competed in 5 events, earning multiple first-place finishes in their division and making a finals appearance at 2 competitions. Elizabeth Fisher, a senior at Vermilion, reflects on some of the most memorable moments of the season.
Probably performing at Invitational, where we got to host and had all the big schools cheering. It's given me community. I have lots of friends in show choir, and that's where my family is.
Isaac Mayrose echoes that thought, saying it's the sense of community that makes show choir so special.
All of my friends do it, and I've always loved choir and just performing, so I like being up on that stage. Every time I go to a new competition, there's someone I'm looking forward to seeing. It's I have a friend in that choir, I have a friend in that choir, so it's just getting to see people I know.
The group wrapped up their season at Hinton High School, finishing 4th runner-up in finals.
Before spring break began, a campus organization let students explore different cultures and traditions from across the globe. The International Club hosted Around the World Wednesday, where they highlighted Latin American culture and food. Jess Raheri Soan Jato is the president of the International Club. He is proud of the recognition the club is receiving.
So Around the World Wednesday is one of those series that we have to promote a specific culture or specific country or specific region around the world. So we don't have to cover everything, different countries or anything. We can just focus on one.
Organizers say events like this are about more than just food. They say they're about sharing culture and bringing the community together.
Coming up, one campus fraternity just wrapped up their philanthropy event, and others are getting ready for their own. You're watching Coyote News.
This is Coyote News.
Local residents, including several professors, will travel more than 4,000 miles to the city's sister city, Radigan, Germany. The trip is part of a long-running cultural exchange program that began in 2014. The biennial German-American Partnership Program, or GAP, was started by Vermilion High School German teacher Camden Dibley. This year, about 75 participants will travel to the city to celebrate Radigan's 750th anniversary.
So as part of the 750th birthday celebration, we'll be traveling to Cologne and seeing the cathedral there, Dusseldorf, doing a river cruise. We will be having concerts, two different concerts with local musicians as well.
Vermilion's connection to Radigan dates to 1969. The two cities officially became sister cities in 1983.
Students had the chance to give back while grabbing a bite to eat this week. Sigma Alpha Epsilon hosted Tender Tuesday as part of Patty Murphy Week, serving up Raising Cane's chicken strips at the SAE house. Evan Kopecki is the philanthropy chair for SAE and was in charge of organizing this event.
Last year we did a chili feed at the Eagles, and I just felt like this year I was in charge of planning this event where I wasn't last year, and I kind of just thought canes is something everyone likes, so it'd be something that would be good to get people out.
The event raised money for Children's Miracle Network, with all proceeds going towards supporting local children's hospitals. In total, the event raised over $1,000. SAE's next Patty Murphy Week event is Patty's Pageant this Thursday at 4 in the varsity basement.
While SAE wrapped up their philanthropy event, other fraternities are getting ready to host their own. Teak Tacos is tomorrow night from 5 to 7 at the Trinity Lutheran Church. It costs $5 for all-you-can-eat tacos, plus a taco eating contest where the winner takes home a Leo's gift card. And later this weekend, Lambda Chi Alpha is hosting a pancake feed. Coyote News' Mohammed is live in the muck to hear from their external vice president. Mohammed.
Thank you, Kylie. I'm here with Connor Johnson, who is the philanthropy chair for Lambda Chi Alpha. Connor, thank you so much for joining us. Could you tell us a little bit about Lambda Chi Alpha?
Yeah, we're a fraternity here on campus. I guess my specialty in the fraternity is the philanthropy part of it. So we do anything from helping other student organizations, we hold our own events, and then we also help like local churches and stuff like that around the area.
And Lambda has a couple of events coming up. Could you tell us a little bit about them?
Yeah, so this Sunday, March 29th, we have our pancake feed to raise money for Feeding South Dakota. And then also April 18th, we have our annual watermelon bash, also raising money for Feeding South Dakota.
And if somebody wanted to join Lambda Chi Alpha, how would they join and where would they go?
So we hold some events just to get new members and meet new people. So they would come to those, meet some of the guys, and then just hang around the house and eventually get a bid.
And how many pancakes are you going to be eating at the pancake feed?
Probably too many.
Thank you, Connor, for joining us. Live from the muck, I'm Mohammed.
Thanks, Mohammed. Again, the feed begins Sunday morning at 9:45 at United Way of Vermilion.
The annual yoga festival is returning to campus this weekend. Along with yoga and Pilates classes, there will also be 2 guest speakers visiting the Wellness Center. Dr. Marissa Warrenhoff will be giving a talk on pelvic floor health, and Emily Smith will be giving a talk on women's health and hormones. The festival runs from 9 to 4 this Saturday. Any students wanting to attend must sign up on the Wellness Center's website by Friday.
CAB's biannual Stuff a Buddy event is returning tomorrow. The theme for this semester's event is Legends Come Alive. There will be an assortment of mythical creatures, such as dragons and unicorns, available for students to turn into stuffed animals. Stuff a Buddy begins Thursday from 3 to 5 in the Muck Pit. The Vermilion Cultural Association is gearing up for their yearly film competition. Fools 48 gives teams 48 hours to write, film, and edit a short film. To register a team, head to vermculture.org/fools48. Kickoff begins Friday at 5:40 in the Coyote Gallery, with a showing of the films at the Coyote Twin Theater on Monday night at 7. This weekend, Asian Students in America is hosting Asia Night. Students can enjoy cultural dances, traditional foods, and a celebration of cultures from different Asian countries. Asia Night runs from 6 to 8 on Saturday and is free for students. Attendees are encouraged to wear traditional or formal attire. Next on Coyote Sports, women's basketball competes in the WNIT. And softball kicks off Summit League play with a series against SDSU.
The University of South Dakota's Department of Media and Journalism.
You're never gonna know.
Fostering students' talent and creativity through the art of filmmaking. Share your stories. Bring your ideas to life. Discover your passion. Find your voice.
This is Coyote News.
Football and women's soccer add new members to their coaching staff. This is Coyote Sports. I'm Carter Van Ruler.
And I'm Nadia Castillo. Coyote women's basketball was selected to compete in the WNIT. After receiving a bye in the first round, they played Northern Colorado. Angelina Robles led the way for the Coyotes, picking up 21 points, securing 4 rebounds, and dishing out 5 assists. Elise Turbiates also added 10 points and 8 rebounds. The Coyotes pulled out an 80-60 victory and have advanced to the Super 16. Next up, the Coyotes take on Pepperdine tomorrow at 7 in the SCSC.
The Coyote softball team faced South Dakota State over the weekend in Vermillion. USD lost the first game on Friday with a score of 4-0 and lost the second game on Saturday 9-0. The Coyotes came back on Sunday to defeat the Jackrabbits 8-6. Madison Evans was the winning pitcher with 10 strikeouts. Ella McGee led the team with 3 of the Coyotes' 11 total hits. Abby Brown followed behind with 2 hits to secure the victory. USD will be back on the field in Minnesota against St. Thomas this weekend.
2 Coyote swimmers are competing at the NCAA Championships this week. Alex Parkinson competed in the 1,650 free and finished 20th with a time of 15 minutes and 15 seconds. Nick Rounds is competing in the 50 free and 100 back.
2 Coyote alums and a current Coyote took part in the 2026 Athletics World Indoor Championships in Poland over the weekend. Sarah Reifenrath, a 2025 graduate of USD, ran the second leg for Team USA in the 4x400 meter mixed relay. The team finished 5th overall. Chris Nielsen, a 2020 USD graduate, competed in the men's pole vault, where he finished 9th with a vault of 18 feet and 8 1/4 inches. Nielsen was also a silver medalist in the 2021 Tokyo Olympics. The current Coyote to compete was Marlene Mula. She represented her home country of Estonia in the women's pole vault. She placed 13th with a vault of 14 feet 3 1/4 inches. Mula was recently named the Summit League Indoor Women's Field Athlete of the Year.
Following the conclusion of the swim and dive season, Coyote News' Alyssa Bott is live in the muck to hear from a Coyote swimmer about her experience. Alyssa?
Thanks, Nadia. I'm here with Emily D. Prospero from the Swim and Dive, who placed first in the mile at the conference meet. Emily, what changes have you seen on the team compared to your first year versus the second year?
I'd say the biggest thing for me personally was just kind of my confidence level as you transition from a freshman to a sophomore. When you come in that first year, your freshman, everything is so new to you, so exciting. And then once you kind of get your feet down and they're planted and you're rolling with the first mid-season, then conference, you've got a couple meets down, then you've got some confidence going in. Everything's a little bit more exciting, a little bit less nerve-wracking. And I'd say the biggest thing for me, but when we're looking at our team-wise, I'd say that I think our team culture and the atmosphere has improved significantly from our freshman year. We had a lot of seniors graduate out, and so I was a little nervous coming in, but we had a super energetic freshman class come in, and they filled that gap completely. So.
Awesome, great to hear. So have you guys started training for your next season?
Yeah, so our swim and dive season for me ended about this past week, and we still have 2 athletes who are competing actually right now. So other than that, our season just ended and we're starting our next season. And so our training volume has dropped significantly from about like 20 hours-ish, 16, 20, down to 8 hours. And so the team is super excited, super pumped to just relax and train a little bit stress-free. So season training for next year, we're excited. We're a lot more relaxed for now until we get into it, but the serious part's over. Now we're just having fun.
So do you guys have any goals? You personally, do you have any goals, and does the team have any goals for next season?
Oh, totally. So there's a big change happening with the Summit League right now with swim and dive. We have one of our more dominant teams. That's won conference the past 4 or 5 years for the women's and the men's side. They are switching conferences, and that's opening up a huge opportunity for all of the teams in the Summit League. And for my team specifically here at USD, we've been runner-up for the past couple years in a row. So that opens up huge opportunity for us to be Summit League champions for both the men and the women's side. So I think all of us on the team are coming into next year with that goal in mind, and I think we can totally do it. And then once we do, we got it.
So I have a few questions to end us off. So do you have any pre-meet rituals, and do you have any favorite memories from this season or last season?
Yeah, I mean, I think every athlete's for the most part got a pre-meet ritual. For me, it kind of depends on the seriousness of the meet and where we are. If this is a very high-stakes meet, high-stakes race like the mile, I need to be in my fields having fun, and so I'll play Unwritten, which for me is just like a happy go-getter song. I can get in my vibes, be happy, be excited, and then when I'm on the block, I'll clap 3 times, stomp my feet 2 times, and then I'm ready to go. So,
awesome. Thank you for being here, Emily.
Yeah.
Live from the muck, I'm Alyssa Bott.
Thanks, Alyssa. Swim and dive concludes their season with the NCAA championships.
Women's golf competed at the Ozarks National Invitational in Missouri. Ella Greenberg finished first overall at 4 over. The team finished in 4th. Next, the team heads to Omaha for the Stampede at the Creek. USD competed against the University of Minnesota in Minneapolis last Wednesday. The Coyotes fell 7-0, but the doubles match of Selena Bird and Ava Doddridge came out strong with a 6-0 start. However, Minnesota secured all 6 singles matches to defeat the Coyotes. USD will face North Dakota on Friday and Kansas City on Sunday, both in Vermillion.
The Summit League has come out with their 2026 track and field preseason polls. The men have been picked to finish 3rd overall, with Andrew Cartier and Aiden Hederman being named preseason athletes to watch. On the women's side, Drew Beeson and Riley Hansen were named to the preseason watch list as the team was picked to finish 2nd overall. The outdoor season kicks off on Saturday in Nebraska at the Wildcat Classic. Women's soccer has added Daniel Brissard to the coaching staff heading into the 2026 season. Brissard has 4 years of experience as head coach and 24 years of assistant coaching at the Division I level. His coaching past includes working with goalkeepers and defensive units, as well as recruitment and program operations. Brissard comes from Fresno State to join the Coyotes.
Football has announced a new addition to the coaching staff. Byron Robinson Jr. has been announced as the new cornerbacks coach. He spent last season as the defensive backs coach at Washington State.
That's it for Coyote Sports.
When we come back, we ask students to sum up their semester so far. Stay with us.
I made a new friend today. The end.
Every day counts.
Many students miss school and fall behind.
Okay, remember yesterday when we were talking about the bridge to Terabithia? We're going to talk about the setting today.
Missing just a few days can lead to falling behind and always feeling like you're trying to catch back up.
Set in the country and has a very conservative...
Regular attendance leads to a better future and better opportunities.
Being in a classroom builds friendships, teamwork, and responsibility.
Show up. Stay engaged. Your future depends on it.
Vermillion Farmers Market welcomes everyone in the community, from shoppers to vendors, nonprofits, and even pets. Each market day features fresh flavors, unique finds, and friendly faces. The vendors offer a wide range of products, including meats, bread, vegetables, and crafts. The market's mission is to support local agriculture by providing access to homegrown goods all year long for the community.
Join us on selected Saturdays at the Clay County 4-H Center.
This is Coyote News.
A missing trophy recently set panic across the German sports world. Handball is one of the most popular sports across Europe, and 4 months ago, the trophy for the German league was reportedly stolen from the current champion. Each year, the name of that season's winner is added to the name of the trophy, and it gets passed along to a new team. This makes this trophy a historic and expensive loss. However, 2 days ago, the trophy appeared in the basement of the champion team. The team claims the trophy must have been stolen and placed in their basement. The champions will not get to keep the trophy for a while, however, as it is being kept as evidence by the police. College basketball is in the middle of its annual championship, March Madness.
We asked our Instagram followers, is March Madness better than the Super Bowl?
Now, Kylie, I feel like this question really depends on if you have a team or not in there. Me currently, I'm going to say yes, definitely, because Iowa's playing Nebraska tomorrow and I'm hyped up for it.
I would have to agree with you. I mean, I really love making brackets, even if I know nothing about basketball. I just think it's a very fun, interactive thing.
Let's see what people have to say. Definitely. We agree with you. Follow our Instagram page for more weekly polls.
Now that we are over halfway through the semester, students have their own thoughts on how classes are going.
We asked students if they could give this semester a title, what would it be?
Here's what they had to say.
I would have to say, I don't know, something along the lines of like rock bottom or bikini bottom. I think that'd be cool.
I would have to say trial and error.
I'd probably say autopilot.
I think it would be hide and seek. I'm hiding in my dorm room and I'm trying to seek professional help.
The Final Stretch, The Last Dance. Yeah.
The movie title Everything Everywhere All at Once.
It's like a car accident. Like, I can't look away, but it's bad.
I would title this semester Senior Year.
Dear God, why?
I don't know what's more, wind or work, because we got a lot of wind, but we have so much work.
I definitely have to say, wow, it does get worse.
When can I study abroad again?
Overworked and confused.
YOLO.
I'm going to say my title is One Last Dance, just because I have one semester left. This is it, and I'm graduating in May, so just one final dance.
I would say mine would be wind. Sometimes a light breeze, sometimes a strong tornado, but fresh nonetheless.
Yeah, me personally, I would say bright and heavy. I've had a lot of good opportunities this semester, but I've had my work cut out for me, for sure.
Yeah, mine wouldn't be words, it'd literally just be like a sigh, because like, yeah.
And that's all for Coyote News.
Pick up the Volant to see what different campus groups did over spring break.
Listen to 91.1 for news updates throughout the week and for coverage of your USD sports.
Don't forget to follow us on social media. Have a great night.